Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is kind of like a super relaxed video. I'm actually sitting on my bed. I got the idea for this last night when I was doing my makeup before I went out. I was just like, had my ring light on, I was chilling on the bed, I was just like doing my makeup, and it was super relaxed and kind of, I liked the vibe of it, you know? So I was thinking of doing that today. Well, actually I am doing that today. I'm doing a first impression on this new brow product. And base, I have a new foundation I'm trying out. So I'm just gonna skip right into powdering. So I'm using the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. And it comes with a little poof. But I'm just gonna put some in the cap and then use this longer side of my sponge and just powder my under eye. I'm also gonna powder my lids and the sides of my nose. So I'm actually wearing contacts today. I'm testing out a new prescription. I went to the eye doctor last week, 2 weeks ago. And so I'm super excited. I love that I don't have to like deal with like glasses makeup struggle, you know, like the whole like middle part of your face wears off. Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. Okay, so powdering. So I'm gonna throw back to an old favorite bronzer, the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil, and then I'm gonna use one of their Sweetheart blushes in Baby Love. And yeah, I'm gonna be testing out a new highlighter today too. So you won't be seeing the Smashbox palette. Unfortunately, I love that palette so much. Okay, anyways, drama queen. All right, so now that I have my foundation, concealer, I'm powdered under my eye, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face makeup. So I just use like this slanted, this is actually the only face brush I have from Sigma. The rest of them I use are drugstore. So this is a Sigma F40 large angled contour brush. So I'm just going to use that with the Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, light medium. I don't know if that's the shade. I thought like there was like, is there dark chocolate? I don't know. So I'm just going to kind of go from here, just like you like where your like when you suck in your face, like where like your cheekbone is, but a little bit higher than that. Man, I haven't used matte bronzer in a while. I've been using the Sweetie Pie bronzer that has like a little shimmer in it. It just applies differently, you know, like it's a little bit more forgiving. Okay, so a little bit of structure, never hurt anyone. So guys, I have to do something about these bangs. So I'm growing them out and they're just like at that weird stage where they're like, I don't know, they're like down to here, like it's not like part of your hair yet. And then I'm like, should I keep growing them out or should I cut them again? I like rocked straight across bangs for quite a long time. And then like when I first got this haircut, I was like, oh, can you do it so I can wear them both ways, like kind of straight and kind of to the side? And then just like, I don't know, something in me was like, no, it's time to move on from the straight across bangs. So I don't know, but it's like I think about, oh, maybe I should just cut them. Every time I wash my hair, I'm dealing with this weird situation. Also, I'm trying to decide whether I should color my hair again or just like continue to let it keep growing. It'll be a year in April, so in a few months. So I haven't colored my hair in quite some time. So I'm gonna go in with the blush. And I'm like kind of interested to see what my hair looks like just brown, but then I'm like, no girl, you love the blonde highlights. So it's been quite a few years, and for a while before that I had just completely like my hair had grown out, so it was like virgin again, completely natural. So yeah, I'm kind of like interested to see like what I want to do, because I don't know what I want to do, you know what I mean? Alrighty, so let's test out my new highlighter. It's from Maybelline. It's the Master Chrome Highlighter in Molten Rose Gold. I want to do a comparison video after this, like swatches of all the different highlighters, and then I can show like how it wears, etc. Okay, so I found two brushes. I know that I've used this one in the past, but I kind of want to see like how the density is when I use a regular brush. So I can't find my Real Techniques setting brush that I use, but this is a Flawless Concealer brush by e.l.f. It's kind of a similar shape. It's like, looks like an eyeshadow blending brush, but it's bigger and like not as dense. So this is what the highlighter looks like. Ooh. Okay, so I'm just gonna tap lightly. So I have a little bit on my brush that I just threw. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in. Oh, that's so pretty. I've been using like that kind of spotlight palette from Smashbox, like, or highlighters in that same family that are like kind of a very beautiful pastel. Champagne isn't a pastel, like a champagne, like a light champagne color. And I love how it looks on my skin.
This is beautiful.
And I definitely do have a pink undertone in my skin, so I think that's gorgeous. Okay, ooh, so excited. Okay, so let's just do some like basic eyes. Using the City Mini palette in Rooftop Bronzes. Okay, so that the palette looks like this. Some beautiful bronzy shades. And it looks like let me do some swatches for you on my arm. Okay, so right here from the top, I have the top three are, oh my gosh, I just dug my nail into that. Oh no! Okay, so we have like a champagne and then a little bit of more of a golden champagne, like coppery color. This color is more shimmery, and I also polluted it with the darker shade. And this brown is beautiful. And then that deeper color. So all of them are like a satiny, shimmery finish, except for this one. This one feels more glittery to me. I just itched my face and got eyeshadow on my face because I have it all over my hands. Alright, so let's wipe that off. And I'm just gonna wipe those off too so I don't get that everywhere. Okay, so I'm thinking that I want to go in with just like a very like light transition color from this Tarte palette, the Tarteist Pro. I'm kind of wanting to do that brown. I don't think I've ever done brown eyeshadow on my lid before. So I'm just gonna go in with Chic and Bold from the Tarteist palette. I just love throwing brushes. Okay, I'm just super clumsy, that's all. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of go right in with that brown color. I'm nervous. Okay, so these shadows definitely perform better when the brush is wet or like with your finger. So I'm just gonna use some MAC Fix Plus, and hopefully that helps. I don't want to take my finger into the little palette again. I don't want to ruin it. Oh, look at all of that fallout. Oh. Just what I'm doing is I'm blending the edges of that, and I'm also taking a little bit of those transition colors just to kind of like blend it together. Like, I don't want the crease to be super like intense, because this brown is definitely, woo, chocolate. Chocolate brown. It's so good. It's shimmery, it's beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take those two crease shades and I'm gonna do the under eye so it doesn't look so bald. Like that. And I might take a little bit of that brown and put it like on the outer as well. Okay, so I'm gonna spray this again. You know what's so funny? When I first got MAC Fix Plus, I didn't use it because I was like, I don't know, I was like afraid of it or intimidated by it a little bit because it's something that everyone used, and then I was like, didn't really like the smell, but now I do. And I'm kind of excited because they came out with different scents. So I kind of want to go to the mall, to the MAC counter, and to like smell them, you know? Okay. Look at that brown! Oh, it's so good! Okay, so I'm gonna take, again, those two colors from the Tarte palette, and I'm gonna put them underneath. And then I'm gonna blend. So I don't know when I stopped recording, but I was totally going for a super chill look today, but the brown just kind of spoke to me. So now it's like an intense brown smoky eye. That's okay though. All right, so I've been using Chic and Bold and a little bit of Edgy, which is this brown color, in the Tarteist Pro palette to kind of blend out that brown from the Maybelline palette. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put, this brown is so beautiful. It's like shimmery. I think I'm gonna put the, this color right here into the inner corner. The one I stabbed my finger into. I'm sorry, palette. I'm not used to having these nails. I had them off for like 2 months because I was letting my nails grow out. because when I removed them myself, I had like an at-home like filing kit thing, and I used that and I filed them down too far, so I wanted to let them grow out. Man, this brown just like makes my eyes like, whoo! Feeling like rocker chick vibes, which is like totally not the case, but I love it. Okay, so now that we have the eyes done, let's just put on some lip gloss and mascara and yeah, see what it looks like all finished up. Here's the finished look. So I love it so much. That brown is so beautiful, and if you love those kind of like coppery warm brown tones, the Rooftop Bronzes palette, like if you want to get something that's drugstore, is totally worth it. Just be aware of the fallout and use some kind of spray to kind of help prevent that, like just any setting spray you have on hand, or you could even use water. I've heard people say. I've never done it before. I've always used some kind of spray, but it doesn't necessarily have to be MAC Fix Plus. So yeah, so I just added like a little just like gloss. I wore matte lipstick last night, so my lips are kind of dry, but yeah. Loving the highlight, loving the brown eyes. It just makes my eyes look so brown and green with those tones, which they are because they're hazel, but it just makes them like, you know, pop. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.